face, Nick.
Which right up here?
No, right here.
Oh, my
Cassie,
wife.
actually, that'd be good.
Should I stay on the
Should say it on
podcast?
the podcast. I think it's good.
Cassie might get
It's a
angry
good life.
about it.
It's a good life lesson.
Let's shave that for the
everyone.
podcast.
Okay.
Oh, good one. See what you did there.
I think I'm not going to wear that. It's
Yeah,
too far away.
It is so close. Wait, there isn't it? Oh.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Are you going to monitor the levels?
Of course. That's why I have this thing.
That's
'Cause that's-
his job.
Give me a test,
Test
Ruben.
1, test 2, test 3.
Are you microphone 1?
No, you're
I
3.
think I'm 3.
No, you're 2.
You're
You're
2.
1, Leighton. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do I need to? No, I'm plenty loud already. Okay, give me a sound check there,
Alrighty,
Jamie.
I'm talking. This is about my normal talking voice here. Sometimes I get animated, but no, this is for the most part what I talk like.
This is it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, am I not close enough to the mic?
No, you're fine.
Your
It'll
voice
do.
is actually perfect for
You have,
podcast.
you have a
It's like
quiet.
I need to listen to it.
it's like monotone but like soothing. Talk again.
Talk again. Well, it's like one of those audiobooks you're listening to and it just puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
Like you-
Exactly.
That's
how
it.
You're laying
That's
there
the
at
one.
night, can't
Yeah.
sleep, you put it on.
Your house is
Sometimes.
haunted.
Yeah.
Nick, let's give me a sound check.
Testing 1, 2. This is how I normally talk. I get louder sometimes.
Yeah, you do. All
When I
right.
talk about-
I think we're good.
All right.
I've adjusted the levels.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry, I had to burp.
Welcome to the French Press Podcast. It is episode 517.
And it's Tuesday, May 27th, 2025.
It's another special episode of the French Press Podcast because we have a special guest on today's episode. Last week or the week before on social media, I posted a question. What would make you uneasy if you found out something happened at your house or your home before you moved in or bought it? That's what happened, or that's a story that our guest here, Jameson Burkholder, is going to share with us. And it started, according to my understanding, with a note placed by his front door. And you can get into that, Jameson, and tell the whole story. But thank you, I guess, first off, thank you for coming on the podcast, sharing this story. It immediately piqued my interest when I heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
Mine as well.
Oh, man. No, when I think someone from church told me about it. And then I had to go and quiz you out.
I think me and Josh were talking maybe, and then
That's
you
what
walked
it
up.
was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We do have some just things to take care of. Nicholas,
Yes,
when I
sir.
saw him today, just looked a little bit different.
That's right.
And I asked him, what happened to your mustache? Why'd you shave it
A
off?
little more feminine.
Right. So I had a mustache for probably, I'd say a good month, probably.
Oh, at least
Oh,
a
it was
month.
more than that.
It's been a while.
It was like-
and
It was right
3
around the
months.
time you started working for Touchdown.
You're right. That was January.
Go to your
Yeah.
first pay stub, and that's when you had your mustache.
January 31st.
It was the very end of January.
Yeah. Anyways, so my wife, so I shaved it for Sunday morning for church, like my beard, and just left my mustache. And my wife commented and said that I look a little creepy with my mustache. And so
So this was a clean shave except for the mustache.
Mustache, yeah. And so the day went on. That night, I was like, you know what, I'm going to shave it all off when she's showering and kind of surprise her, you know. And I shave it all off, and then she says, you know what?
You look even more creepy. Are you
She
serious?
said, you look creepier without this mustache than you do with the mustache. So I don't know, maybe.
So I guess just Nicholas is just creepy.
I'll-
I think
Like, any way you cut it.
I think that's a good lesson for all of us. Sometimes things might not be perfect. They might not even be great or even good, but they could always get worse.
they could. So I think going
So
back
keep
to the
your
stash.
mustache.
That's right. So anyways.
We have some feedback too on Facebook. This is now for a few weeks we've been asking this question: how did Get to the Point get started? And Michael Miller wrote in last week. He said, "Is Get to the Point different than what is the point?" And I think it's the same thing, right? We didn't have two different Get to the Point or what is the point.
It's always
It's
what's
all
the point?
it's always like this. It's been the same thing.
Right.
I think it evolved. over the time. So I think beforehand it was get to the point, like Leighton get back on point, and Jeff.
No.
Didn't it?
Ruben never, but that never became like a
saying.
like a segment or I mean,
No, but he would say like, let's get back to the point.
Well, I would constantly say that. That is true.
And then we were like, what is the point at the end? Like eventually we went to that.
Well, I think it goes even further back than that because Michael said, what is the point started from Ruben's love of Colin Cowherd and a segment at the end of that show where he summarizes the points of the show.
oh.
So we might have stole this whole thing from another
Yikes.
show.
Yeah, but we make it way better.
We might get shut down.
He said, I don't know what episode it was, but I would say 7 or 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It's been a staple.
For almost a decade.
Yeah, a stapled point.
So thank you, Michael. I don't think we'll ever get to the bottom of the point, but it's interesting to kind of just think about how things evolve. And yeah, sometimes you don't know how they started. Todd Schrock, he sent a picture, and it says, no normal coffee. And it's a squeeze tube that looks like toothpaste. A black tube that looks like toothpaste. And he said, have you guys tried this? If not, I'll send some to you to try. It's a weird kind of paste you make instant coffee with.
Oh, that sounds so gross.
Sounds terrible.
You'll never be the
Sounds so-
same laughing face. So I told him to send some to us, and we'd love to try it.
The only way
But
we're
it
going to
does,
try it.
I'm expecting to be disappointed.
The only way we're going to try it is if I want to see him take that tube and squirt some of the contents onto his toothbrush, and I want to see him brush his teeth with that.
I will say that'd be a good way to get a quick shot of caffeine, though.
For sure.
I mean, if it's caffeinated.
How
It'd actually probably be unhealthy. Like, if there's little grains, little beans, little grinds of coffee in there, it might, like, actually damage your enamel.
I'm picturing it, it's so
Use it as
processed
toothpaste.
that it is a smooth paste.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And I'm kind of curious. You know, as things get packaged, they often get more and more processed. Do you think a tube like this, and I'll turn it around for you guys, is that as processed of a container as you can get?
Space it. Oh, there you go. Hey, you know what? Is that instant coffee?
Were you listening to what I said?
I'm sorry, I was, but I just want to make. I was
Yes.
thinking about this. So, did you know how instant coffee is made, right?
Welcome back, Nicholas.
With coffee?
Well, I heard you say it, but I
Right.
just want to make sure 100% you said
Okay.
that. You know how instant coffee is made, though, right?
No.
Instant coffee is coffee, like brewed coffee, and they hydrate it.
They freeze dry.
Dehydrate it.
Or dehydrate it. Yeah, dehydrate it.
So
it's not-
coffee.
It's super wet coffee.
So it's not like there's no beans in it whatsoever.
So hydrated.
Okay. No, I didn't know that's how it was made.
So it's like, it's probably like there's actually like no actual chunks in it, probably.
Yeah. But anyway, back to my question, what I was
Anyway,
saying. Do you
sorry.
think
Yeah.
that this kind of container, to me, it must be the most like toothpaste. It's like very, very, very like a processed product.
That looks organic.
If you would
to
have
me.
steak in a tube like this, you'd have to imagine like this is the most processed that you can get a steak, right?
I
Yeah.
could see that being like a good hiking type of thing. I mean, if you're in a pinch
Okay.
for a cup of Joe.
Yeah, but isn't that what instant coffee is for?
Yeah, true.
Like already, it's just
True.
powder. And you-
Yeah.
And it's heavy.
That's got to be heavier.
heavier than powder.
That's got to be heavier than powder.
But maybe it's more concentrated, or maybe like this goes
do
further.
you just take the tube and just squirt it into your mouth?
There's no way.
I feel like at some point you'd have to.
But it does beg the question: why is it in a container like this?
Why? What makes this better
How
than
much-
just the powder?
How much coffee does that make?
I don't know.
Because
There's just so many questions that we have.
To me, that only make like 1 to 2 cups. If
This got to be more than that.
no, I bet it's not that. I
If
bet
it's
it's
a
less.
concentrate.
I bet it's less than you think, though. I bet you it is like probably
It's- and
4.
This is the dark roast flavor.
Well, let's look it up. You looking it up right now?
I am actually.
Perfect.
No normal
it is
coffee.
No normal coffee, the outdoor coffee. So it is like,
Oh, it's for hiking.
yeah. Adventure ready coffee paste that goes wherever you go.
Coffee paste.
I feel like it'd probably make you go.
For sure. Coffee paste. It sounds like someone made a typo. Like it's supposed to be copy paste, but it's coffee paste.
Yeah. You're probably right.
All right, well,
20 cups of coffee.
20 cups.
Okay.
20 cups. That's
And-
like 2 potfuls.
Yeah.
Two coffee pots.
Two big pots.
Could you squirt that? We should try squirting that into a coffee filter and just letting
A normal coffee maker make it?
yeah. And
And then
see
serve
what,
it to people and see what they say.
Yeah, like, oh, this is so refined. Oh, this is not normal coffee. And we'll tell them, you're right. It's no normal coffee.
It's copy and paste.
It's coffee and paste.
Coffee.
All right. Enough with this.
All right, sorry.
Let's get on to like what we primarily want to talk about today.
Are you saying that you want to get to the point?
Yes, without saying that.
Oh.
So yeah, Jameson, tell us
What's unique about your home?
What's unique about my home?
Yeah, tell us about your house. Other than the fact that you live there.
Yes,
I mean, that's unique in
That
itself.
is unique in itself, I suppose. Yeah, so I guess kind of starting from the top.
Like the
It
roof.
was- yeah, so at the top, you start with there's a metal roof, and then further below that, there's, the main living level, and then there's a basement.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
I can already tell something.
It's kind of
We're going deep.
kind of what you'd expect out of a house. But no,
So you're saying it's not a no normal house.
yes, it is a mostly normal house. Mostly normal so far. Yeah, so I guess so it was not long after I moved in, but there was a dog that was running around my yard. I was like, oh, I wonder if it's the neighbor's dog. So I drove down. I had actually forgotten about this, but
And tell us the setting. Is this in town, in the country?
no, it's out in the country. So
Wow.
yeah.
Can you give us our address? No, just kidding.
So not cool, but actually my address was posted on. There's a YouTube. Well, I mean, we get into it later. There's a YouTube video, but twice people had posted my address in the comments,
Ay.
which so far no weirdos have showed up, but yeah. So besides me, I live there. Yeah, so this dog was running around. I was like, well, I thought maybe it was my neighbor, so I drove down there. I hadn't met him yet. But yeah, I live out in the country. Across the road from me, there's a big field behind me, big field, and it's all owned by Creighton Brothers.
Nice.
So a neighbor to my west, back a lane, and then to the right, I
Surrounded
have,
by a bunch of crazy eggs.
yeah, chicken barns. Good times. Good. I see what you did there. But yeah, so live out in the country, dog running around. Went over to my neighbors because they were out. I was going to ask him if that was their dog, and he's like, no. So I stopped and talked to him for a while. I hadn't talked to him or met him before. And I had totally forgotten about this, but he had mentioned something to me, asked me if anything weird was happening in my house. And I was like, oh, no. I mean, why? I guess he told me that supposedly my house had been known to be like a big haunted house or weird stuff was happening over there. And I'd forgotten about this until it was probably been, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago.
2 months.
2 months. Yeah, that's
Okay.
8 weeks. I came home and there was a note pinched in my door, and I thought I had it in my truck and I didn't bring it with me, but basically they said that these people, they wrote their names and said that they're interested in like ghost stories and like haunted houses and stuff like that, and then they saw my house on the internet and on like some TV show. I was like, what is this? Left their address or left their phone number, and basically said they said they would want to like meet with me if I wanted to, like talk about it or
Yeah.
whatever. They'd pay me for an interview, which I didn't
Whoa,
do.
we didn't even offer that.
I declare. Well, I heard you guys pay out a big fat check for your guests. Leighton, you lied. That's why I'm
Get
here.
him on somehow, you guys. Coffee paste.
I was like, what is
Here's
this?
a tube of
Yeah.
tube of normal
Tube of no
coffee.
normal coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was weird. So I was like, what is going on here? So I just started looking a little bit, Googled it, and I came across like a thumbnail for a video, and my house was in it. I was like, what is going on? This is my house.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Wow. That is weird. Isn't
know,
that a
isn't
weird
it?
feeling?
Kind of feels like your privacy's been invaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are looking at you without you knowing it. I mean, that's obviously not what was happening, but it kind of feels that way. If they're looking at your house, like, ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I clicked on it and I was like, so the video had been posted for I think maybe 3 months or 3 weeks, and at that point I had gotten like 1.4 million views.
Hold
Something like
it.
that.
Oh man.
You know, little town of Warsaw, big things
Whoa.
happening.
Ay, ay, ay.
I typed in on YouTube Jameson Burkholder's house, and your house did not come up. But well, what do I need to type in?
Haunted house in Warsaw.
I don't think I'd like that if you search my name and house and then my house came up. If you look up, I could send you a link, but look up like haunted house Warsaw.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's some crazy SEO you got going there.
Yeah,
Haunted house.
I think this is
Warsaw.
the one. Yeah, 2.4 million views now.
So it's up to
Hold
2.4
it.
now.
Whoa.
I actually started listening to it again today because I'd kind of forgotten it. It's about an hour long.
Wow. Okay, so you search very quickly find, oh, my house is on the internet.
Yeah, neat, huh?
Oh man.
But yeah, so I watched the video, and I guess so. I bought the house in January of 21. I had closing, and I didn't move until about 6 months later because we did a bunch of work on the inside, new kitchen, a bunch of remodeling on the inside.
Nice.
But yeah, so I guess the story is this Jennifer Patterson, and I guess she has her own podcast. I haven't listened to it. Some like Haunted USA, or I forget what the name of the
We would not
podcast was.
endorse people listening to that.
Hold. It's the top one in searches. Is that the one? Sorry. I think it is.
Is
Oh, this is ad. But
Is that
Haunted
his-
Indiana, true story of Jennifer Patterson.
Yeah, that's it.
Hold it.
It's 2.4 million views now.
That is nuts.
I just said that in case you're.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that.
No, but it sounds crazy when
Say it.
when I
There's-
say it. Like when Ruben says it, it's like, yeah, big numbers, okay. When Leighton says it, it's like, well, okay, wow, that's actually really impressive.
So what's the gist of the video? You watched the whole thing, like
Yeah.
what?
So I guess like Jennifer Patterson, this person that bought the house, I can't remember the exact year it was that she bought it. I think they sold the house in 2014 then to the owners like previous of me that
Okay.
I bought it from. But I guess she had moved in. She was single at the time, and there was like weird things happening around the house, like voices. She like said she smelled aftershave like in the house every now and then. Like she'd turn around, nobody was there. Voices, and there was once or twice where she said something touched her ankle. Once she was pushed down the stairs, and I think one point her dad was there, and he was inside the house. No one was there, and the garage door opened. The door to the house opened, and then someone or something walked in the house. Oh. And yeah, so different things like that. Seeing people in the windows. So
Sounds like she just
Wow.
needs to clean the windows.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, just like,
And it's an older house, right?
Yeah, I think it was. I'd have to look again, but it was built in the 70s, I think. So
See, it could be
not that
electrical
old.
issues. I
So
mean, the
the
garage door
story-
opening and
Right.
closing.
I forgot to mention
The
this,
door,
but-
the wooden door opening and
Yeah,
closing.
I mean,
yeah,
that-
the hinges are a little loose.
You know, our wood floors do like expand and contract during the wintertime, you know? So that could have been It could have been the wintertime and the doors are just a little looser, you know?
There's some hardwood.
Wind. Yeah,
The
I
floor
mean,
reaches up and grabs your ankle.
Yeah, I mean, that's
you just need to squirt some of that.
WD-40.
No,
Oh.
some of that no normal coffee
Oh.
paste into the
Coffee and paste.
coffee
Yeah.
and paste.
Lube up your door hinge.
Yeah.
There you go. Get the daily grind.
It sounds like normal things to me. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, no biggie.
yeah.
So
I do have a ton of questions, but I don't want to like.
no, dude, ask away.
I'm
Whatever.
looking at the number of your questions, and it looks like you have 2 of them. You say you have a ton.
I have
They're
two
very,
written
very
down,
broad questions.
but they're coming fast.
Oh, there.
Um,
I got a ton of questions.
I got a ton of questions.
I got so many questions.
I guess,
The list.
well, I want to. For some of these, I do want to save it towards the end. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention was so the people that this Jennifer Patterson person had bought the house from, it was a man and his wife, and I guess he had built the house, and they were living there. And she, if I remember, I think she died in the house, and he lived there for, I guess I don't remember how many years later, but he died in the house as well.
Oh, 2 deaths.
Yeah.
And then this Jeffrey Patterson bought it, correct?
Yes, she bought it and then sold it to the owners before me, and then now I am the 4th owner.
Oh, so people that died in it built it.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So, Patterson, she bought it from the deceased.
Technically?
Huh. Wow. And did you talk to the original?
I mean, I'm not sure how like the negotiations would go with.
Yeah, I know. It's like they had a they drove a hard bargain.
Yeah.
Did
They didn't
you?
object.
Okay, sign here. Did you talk to the owners before you?
Yeah, I did. I met him.
And did they ever say anything that they had weird stuff happen to them?
Oh, they never mentioned
Yeah,
anything. No.
No, go ahead. Here you go.
Yeah.
How long,
I'll accept your offer.
How
Sure.
long were they living there when they sold it to you? Was it like several years or was it like several months?
No, it would have been. So if I'm remembering right, I think it was sold to them in 2014. I'd have to go back and check, but I think they bought it in 2014, and then I had closing in January of 21. So 7-ish years.
Oh, so a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So they probably didn't have any issues.
So it
They
seems
didn't mention anything.
it seems weird that the video came out this recently.
Yeah, I know.
Like why? Yeah, like
So I guess just Jennifer Patterson person, there's some other show had done a couple episodes on it, this story, and I guess they had like heavily edited it and kind of messed with the story, and I guess she wasn't happy with it, kind of misrepresented it.
okay.
So whoever she got hooked up with this latest episode or this latest show on YouTube, I guess they told it according to what she wanted.
okay.
told. And the way she did describe the house was like, I mean, it's accurate. Like she describes
Yeah.
the inside of the house
Okay.
and the stuff I guess at one point something flew off the shelves in the hallway. Like the way she described it, like it's just like she describes the house. So I mean, she at least lived there.
Yeah. So did anything weird ever happen in your opinion, like from what you saw? Anything?
I mean, I saw my dog eating grass outside. That's kind of a weird thing to do.
What?
right?
No.
Tell YouTube right now.
Huh. I'm gonna make a documentary about this. Dogs eating grass. So since you moved there, your dog has turned vegetarian.
Yeah, he started eating grass.
That's more crazy than anything they have inside the house.
I know.
So that's crazy.
Actually, our dog Leroy, he also ate grass.
Ours just ate grass yesterday.
Okay.
They like a
Guys'
salad.
thoughts on that? Is it because a dog wants to throw up, or because they're low in like some sort of mineral or?
It's
nutrient?
because it's about to rain.
Is it? I don't know.
I've heard that if
I
a
heard
dog
it was
eats grass,
because they
then
have
it's gonna rain.
worms.
That's not good.
I don't know.
But maybe
We need to get a dog expert.
I don't know.
on
I've always
here.
thought it's because they had an upset stomach and they want to throw up.
oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe my dog's bulimic.
Did you ever have, after you heard this, that there was some weird stuff that happened? Did you think about having like pastors over to pray over it? Or
Well, I mean, I had
anything like
considered
that?
it. I mean, I had like prayed over the house and stuff, but like, there was never anything weird
Yeah.
that had happened. I mean, if there would be, I mean, I would probably maybe consider going that route.
Yeah. Did you ever think of monetizing? Like, if there's 2.4 million people watching this video, and at least one person left a note at your door. Obviously, people want to talk to you, want to walk through the house. Have you thought about that? Like, oh, let's turn this into a tourist attraction and make some money off people's curiosity.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe for like a split second, but you do that, then you have weirdos showing up in your driveway, and I don't know. I don't know that I want the attention.
Yeah.
Here I am on a podcast, so so much for
No,
that.
it's true.
So
It's
what
true.
have you tried to do to kind of put a lid on the like interest in your house? Or I mean, have you done anything to like?
I mean, I flagged, so the 2 comments, I got doxxed on YouTube.
Yeah.
The 2 comments with my address on it, I flagged them, and I think they were removed.
Okay,
So, I mean, if
YouTube did that for you?
I did, I mean, I flagged the comments.
but then they removed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it. So,
Nice.
yeah. So, like, and it's weird too because some of the footage in the video, like, is drone footage from like this last winter of my house.
Like you were living there
Yeah.
and someone was taking drone footage. What's the legalese on that?
I don't know, but you should at least get your name in the credits or something. I would
Something-
think as a
get
legal
something out of this.
property owner.
I'm gonna sue.
Yeah, I don't know. You can fly over
don't think
people's
it's-
property at a certain height, but
Yeah, at a certain height, like I don't think it's like illegal or anything.
yeah, because like airplanes can fly over your property.
No, they can't. Not over
But
mine.
they're not videoing.
No fly
though.
zone.
I am a
Like,
no-fly
this like
zone.
videoing. Then it looks pretty close.
So if
to your
if-
house.
if that's true, then like the people that fly over take pictures of your property and try to sell them to you. I mean, that would be illegal, right?
You're
For
right.
sure, and I've told them that.
Have you?
No, but
You should, if you do see a drone though, you should get your shotgun out and just start shooting it.
oh boy,
I did have
But it's
this last
property. Yeah.
this last summer. I did have some dude show up, and it was a terrible quality picture too. He brought was trying to sell me a picture of my house in this. He called it like this Amish made wooden picture frame.
oh yeah.
Started out at $200. I was like, no, I'm not interested. Kept coming down a little bit. Well, would you buy the picture without the frame? It's like, how much? $20. Fine. So I paid him $20 so he'd leave. So I have this subpar quality, grainy picture of my house.
Wow.
But it's worth 1,000 words.
As a
It's probably just a screenshot from Google Maps.
probably zoomed in.
It's like, yeah. Why is it like 4 or 5 years old?
That blurry blob in the center is my house.
For sure.
Oh man, that is nuts.
Oh man. So are you? So nothing strange has happened other than your dog eating grass.
No,
That's it.
no. I mean, no voices, no grabbing at the ankles.
Okay. I mean, every once in a while you grab your own ankle,
Yeah, sometimes.
like
Doesn't
when you have to
everybody?
put your shoe on or something. Socks. Come here, you foot. Got to hoist it up. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you.
I appreciate it.
So but I feel like the scariest thing about this whole thing, like you discovering what all has happened, is basically just the fact that your address is now floating around on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, anybody with a little, I don't know. I mean, you could figure that out. You know what I mean?
You mean by watching the video, or if,
Yeah,
they,
I
if they
mean-
know your name? I mean, if they know your name for sure.
I'm no
Yeah, if they know
geoguesser.
my name, but I mean, if you see the house on the video, you know what it looks like. You know it's in Warsaw. I mean, you can narrow it down.
Yeah.
Warsaw House. Did they in the drone footage on this this viral video? Does it also show like the street signs so that they know exactly which road it's on and stuff like that?
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't remember it being. There was a couple pictures from the road. Like, it wasn't in my yard, but there was someone like right at the edge of my yard from the road of like the front of my house.
World. Are you gonna take any extra measures? Are you gonna private property keep out or?
I haven't. I mean, so far I haven't had any weirdos show up. Every now and then I'll mow my yard with a bike helmet on just to kind of.
Well, doesn't everyone do that?
guy's a
I mean,
little
safety
off.
first. That's part of the P. That's
Go
like
out and vacuum my driveway. Or
normal PPE stuff.
Did you ever have a follow up conversation with your neighbor? Like he asked you, has anything weird happened? Have you
I
talked to him
didn't.
since
No,
then?
my neighbors kind of keep to themselves,
Okay.
which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
they're friendly enough, but I've talked to most, or actually all three of them. But yeah, we're a quiet neighborhood.
I bet until the viral video showed up.
Yeah.
Do you? Oh, I forget what I was gonna ask.
You should have wrote it down.
I
You
should
have
have
a ton of
I
questions
had
too.
a ton of questions. A ton of questions. Oh man.
Well, while that's going back to you,
Yeah.
I want to talk about this coffee that we're drinking. Thank you, cousin Micah, for bringing it to us. He brought it a few weeks ago. This is, we won't give it an official rating, but just like you can give it a unofficial rating of the coffee today. Go
This is
ahead.
what we're drinking.
Yeah.
It's good.
It tastes like a lighter roast. Yeah, that's the only thing I
It
can
doesn't
guess.
taste anything like. It's not anything different.
Is
you
it
know?
organic?
It is organic,
I think you read that on the bag.
That's possible.
non-GMO organic. Here, this is what struck me. Strictly high-grown coffee. Altitude 4,400 feet.
Oh.
I don't ever remember seeing a coffee. I know their altitude can affect the coffee bean, but it seemed kind of interesting to me that it's on the package. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah, give it your ratings. I mean, I agree. It's decent coffee. It doesn't just like blow me away. It tastes
kinda like it.
very
It's like
like
an average,
normal.
yeah, average coffee.
you're just at a 3.
It's better than like a church coffee, where it's like 100-cup percolator coffee, but it's not a like 5-star
Yeah.
coffee.
I would give it 4 stars. I think it's decent. It's good. It's good coffee.
I'm gonna give it a 3-star.
I want to give it a 4. Cause it's a light roast. Dark roasts anymore just kind of taste bitter to me, and this doesn't taste that bitter. So, in relation to other coffees, I'll give it a 4.
What about you, Jamie?
I'm in the 3.5.
Okay.
No half stars are allowed on the show.
No half stars.
No.
Okay, I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
I'll be nice.
You gotta commit.
Do you go with Jameson or Jamie?
So usually Jamie, but most people know me by Jamie. So.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Do you?
Thanks, James.
When you
Thanks for clearing that up.
when you talk to people like for the first time, do you say your name is Jamie?
Yeah, I mean I've been known as Jamie. I think since I was a kid. So
I don't know why. Growing up, I would have heard of you as like Jameson,
okay.
but we're not in the exact same circles. Like we're like a circle removed. Like you go to Layton's church, we go to different churches. So it's like we don't run into each other like day to day.
Yeah, so I guess I mean if that's my full name.
Yeah,
If you don't know me personally that well, then that's
yeah.
probably what I'm known by.
Well, I'm just speaking for myself. I don't
Okay.
know. You probably know better than me.
I don't really. I mean, I know you, and I go to church with you now. But like beforehand, I didn't even know your real name was Jameson.
Okay.
I thought your real name was just Jamie.
I don't think Jamie's a real name.
Is it? Is it like a shortened?
Yeah, it
version of
has to be a
Jameson?
shortened name.
Are you sure?
Like no one's
no,
actual
Layton,
name
Layton.
is
No.
your name. How many people do you know their name, their actual like on their birth certificate is written Nick? It's
I
always
don't
short
know.
for Nicholas.
I don't know. But listen, people nowadays they name kids weird names. Jamie is not is actually it's a normal name for anyone.
No.
Literally, it could be a name.
But it's not though. That's like saying like no one's actual name is Bill. It's always short
Yes.
for William.
No,
It's always short for William.
no. I bet there's Bills out there that real name is Bill.
There's lots of Bills out there.
I know, and they're all nicknames for William.
No,
You think the same thing about
Like
Tom?
their full name?
Yes, Tom. It's always short for Thomas.
Like their legal name is William, and
Yes.
they just go by Bill.
Correct.
I would say that's not factual, but
It's gotta be.
because like my wife, her real name is Cassandra, and like she almost forgets her real name is Cassandra because she says Kathy so often.
Is it Cassandra?
Cassandra,
Or
yeah.
not Cassandra.
No, it's not. It's an E. It's Cassandra.
But is the E have 2 dots above it that like make it kind of like
A.
Anyway,
little
this
different.
coffee is simply
What's the point?
give it-
simply nature, and it's solid. It's good.
Oh, is this Simply Nature? Is that from Aldi? Is
Yes.
that an Aldi brand?
Yes, this is an Aldi brand.
That's why I
We
recognized
had it a few weeks ago, and I'd say this is one of the better coffees from Aldi that you can get because the other flavor we had, if I'm remembering right, when Micah was here, was not that good. So this is the Honduras, and hey, I would get it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Aldi was a German.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. But their coffee is from Honduras or anywhere. Although it's kind of weird. Why it says 100% Arabica? How do you say that? Arabica coffee.
Let me see that.
Arabica.
Where?
Arabica.
It's like a coffee bean.
No, it's from Arabia.
Yeah. So how can it be from
Why-
Arabia and also from Honduras?
It's
Why
a
wouldn't
blend of cultures.
Why
But it's single origin.
I've never heard of Arabica before.
Leighton, surely.
It's Arabian.
No, it's Arabica.
I've never heard of Arabica either, Layton.
How am I?
Arabian.
I've never heard of a rap.
You never say Arabian coffee. It's always Arabica coffee.
Arabic. That's a raccoon.
Yes.
Arabica is raccoon.
It sounds racist to say Arabica.
I might be saying it wrong, but I've seen that spelling for coffee.
Arabica.
I've never seen Arabian coffee.
Arabians. Arabia. Arabian.
Wait.
Coffee.
Uh,
I don't know.
that's yeah.
Coffee of Arabian.
From Honduras.
Correct.
Anyway, Layton, you had said, don't let me forget about a chicken fiasco.
I don't know if we have time this episode. It might have to simmer. We might have to stew on that.
Is this a hint? Like,
You're looking at Jamie like he should know what you're talking about.
I'm in the dark here.
Perhaps we'll just have to let it
Roast?
wait. Yeah, let it roast.
Okay, we can wait for next time.
Okay.
Next week we have another guest
It has
on.
nothing to do.
It has nothing to do with the. Do you want to tell it today or not?
No.
Okay.
But I don't want to falsely lead someone on. Like,
So it's
Well,
not.
I don't
food
think anyone's
related.
interested in cooking chicken. Like the story, like it's. I mean, you're not making it interesting by using terms like
not
putting it
really-
in stew, cooking it, roasting it.
well, just in case someone was led to believe that, I need to
Next
pluck
week,
that in the feather.
next week, we're gonna have a guest on the show who's also becoming a sponsor.
Oh, what?
Yeah, next week.
What?
A guest, a sponsor, and a story about insurance.
Oh.
So another special guest.
Yes.
Well, okay. Do we have to check the budget for the French press, because you know what we do? We always pay our guests a big fat sum of money. So
The sponsor though.
wait, now Jamie
Starting
now
today.
Jamie knows. Legal name Jameson knows.
Anyway, so next week, make sure to tune in. Any closing comments or thoughts, Jamie?
Don't show up at my house.
Unless you're invited.
Unless you're invited, then you're good.
It's
is
like
there
every
anything-
night you're hosting a Who's Coming for Supper,
And I don't know who's coming for
and you
supper.
don't know who that is.
Is there anything you wanted to promote or give a shout out to all the listeners of the French Press Podcast?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot.
I should have given you a warning beforehand.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Here, let's get to the point, and then at the end of the after the
I
point,
will shout out No Normal Coffee. $19.99 a tube for 20 cups. It's not bad.
$19.99.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, that's not bad actually.
Well, hopefully, we'll have some here in a week or two.
At some point, we should maybe have Jameson on again to talk about stories from Fair Play Boys Camp, where he served. I bet you have a couple of stories.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
It's been a
Don't you
while.
go like hiking to like all over the world? Like, haven't you gone like what's that trail from like one coast to the coast? I don't know if it's actually
The Appalachian Trail.
Is that what it is?
There's
Yeah.
a few. I mean, I would have hiked a section of the Appalachian while I was at Fair Play,
okay.
but I've done the Colorado Trail.
Is that harder than the Appalachian Trail?
It's shorter. So the Colorado Trail is like just under 500 miles.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
I think the average elevation was 10,000 feet.
It's the average one.
Hold
I
it.
think I'd have
Did
to
you have to
look
carry oxygen with you?
all the time.
Oh. Wow. In a tube.
No, yeah, in a tube, oxygen in a tube.
Yeah, no
It's so-
normal oxygen.
They sell aerosol oxygen, don't they?
They're called inhalers.
Inhalers.
Hey, actually,
No, like
Wait, are you being serious?
No, they're
No, I do.
hiking?
I literally,
like from different parts of the world.
I literally used one when I went snowboarding in Colorado, and it actually
did
helps.
not.
I'm dead serious.
You had an oxygen tank with you.
I mean, it's a small one, but
Yeah, I
literally,
know.
yeah, it totally works.
They're called air compressors.
Some people need to have them, and here you are just flaunting it like you're snowboarding and.
It was high, and you were like, you literally snowboarding. You like walked like 2 steps, and you're out of breath. You just
And did your brain like recalibrate? You could like feel it in your head.
no, I felt
When
it in my
you-
body,
you
my lungs.
Did you
I
get?
could feel it?
Did you get sick?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Okay.
Was
'Cause
that supposed to?
happens. That can. I mean,
Altitude
if you're-
sickness?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That or I know for the first part of the Colorado Trail, I kind of lost my appetite. Like
Okay, well, we
I was like-
we probably weren't that high. Well, we might have been, but we also were like,
I'm sure you were that high.
maybe
You're
we were,
snowboarding,
but we weren't like, we were only there for like 2 days,
but you weren't like
a weekend.
hiking.
We weren't
But hiking is way or snowboarding is way more exerting than hiking, for sure.
But in short spurts.
No, dude.
Like when you're hiking, you're going all day.
and you're
Yeah, but it's more like turtle versus hare kind of thing.
no,
But they're herring
you ever
down the
went
hill and they're
snowboarding?
turtling up a hill.
yeah,
Right.
Carrying your house on your back.
Correct.
Have you gone snowboarding or hiking? I'm asking for a friend.
one time I went hiking.
In Indiana or
Well,
Flatland?
what's the difference?
in what?
Is this
Snowboarding,
a trick
hiking, or
question?
what?
There are no hiking trails in Indiana.
Yes, I've gone hiking in Potato Creek.
Okay, that's like flat.
Well,
That's
there's
not-
some
that's-
rolling hills
You have a
That's
trail
not a hike.
behind your shed that goes back to some woods
into
and
the
a
ditch.
creek.
Yeah.
That's a walk. It's not hiking.
That's a meander.
Well, I had to get
A
through
leisurely
the field.
meander back to your woods.
No,
Have you gone snowboarding though?
no, never.
Okay.
I want to someday. It's on my list.
Well, don't go here. Don't go in Indiana.
Why not?
This is not worth it.
Well, okay, I take that back. One time I did go sledding at the Napanee Hill. Does that count?
Sure. if you
Yes. So yes, I've gone snowboarding.
want. It's like saying I read books, but you actually listen to it.
Oh,
And it's- you
please.
don't-
No,
actually-
it's even more pathetic than that.
True, that is true. No.
We're just saying a lot.
But this all started with a question about where all
Oh,
Jamie
yeah.
has been hiking
Hiking.
across the world.
I mean, I guess I haven't been all over the world. I guess the biggest trail I would have done was the Colorado Trail. I've done sections,
So how many miles have you hiked in the Colorado Trail? Like total?
like all of it, like 500 miles.
you hiked the whole thing?
Yeah.
In one
Oh.
How many
stint.
One day.
different
In one sprint.
What's that?
how many different trips did it take?
One.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hold it.
It was between the time I came back from Fairplay before I started the job again.
Okay.
We were out there, so we took some time. Me and a couple friends were out there. We took some time, camped around different places, and then we hiked the trail. We took our time with it.
So you didn't like push yourselves.
I mean, not like some people would probably. Our longest day was, I think, 30 miles.
Yeah, 30-mile day.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh my.
we did it in 6 weeks. So we'd hike for a while and find a cool spot, like maybe like every week or so, and like hang out for a day.
So it was very relaxed.
I mean,
Wait.
it was definitely still days that sucked.
You
but-
hiked. You went like just on a 6-week journey,
just to find myself.
finding yourself.
Find myself in the wilderness.
Wow. And then you found yourself back here.
I did, yeah.
You know,
Back
all
in
roads
Indiana.
lead to Indiana.
it's wow.
Beautiful land of Indiana.
I had a question. Now I just lost it.
That
You didn't
sounds
write
like
down, Ruben?
what you did. It sounds like what Ruben just described to us. What a golden day was. Was it last week?
Yeah.
It sounds like what you had was a golden month and a half. Wow.
Just to find yourself.
Just to find myself back in Indiana.
Wow.
What a trip.
So for some people, it takes 1 day to find yourself, and some people it takes 6 weeks. So golden days can be as long as you want to.
It's not a golden day unless you find yourself.
Layton, I heard you ask Carrie about, or you popped the question to her, like, what do you think if I take a golden day? And I just was curious, like, has there been a follow-up discussion with her on that? Is
No.
is that door closed?
Did she instantly close? Yeah. Did
How,
she say
how are
no?
we defining a golden day?
A day when
It's a day for self-care.
Oh,
So bad. It gets Ruben so bad.
well, I'll just tell you what I did on my day. It's a day that you don't do your typical work.
okay.
Like you've always got a to-do list, always got stuff.
Typical work.
So I listened to a 10-hour audiobook in about 5 hours and applied the principles in it for another three hours probably. And it was the second time I actually had listened to the book, and it was really good. It's crazy how, I don't know, and I wasn't doing something while I was listening to it. Like I wasn't driving, I was just like mostly sitting there.
That sounds terrible.
And it's crazy how you can just like really soak in that information and just really get the context, go deep with it. It was a really good experience. It was, I felt, I don't know, energized to apply the principles in the book. It was about organization and productivity, how to organize your work, the stuff in your life.
What was it called?
tasks.
Your Digital Life?
Getting Things Done
Getting Things Done
by David Allen.
While you were sitting there getting nothing done.
Hey, part of getting things done is
Planning.
is like reassessing and like what do you do with all this stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
And so, I highly recommend the book because you have so much stuff. You have inboxes or in trays. You have your pile of things in your countertop. You got your inbox on your computer, your phone, your reminders list, and it's just a system of kind of taking care of all the inboxes and putting them where they should be. Some things should go in your calendar. Some things should go to the trash. Some things should go
Taxes.
Some things should go in the attic. Some things should go in the basement.
You got haunted houses, non-haunted houses.
Yeah,
outhouses.
you do.
Cat houses.
Anyway,
Chicken houses.
So
I think it's called a coop.
all back to like what do you do on a golden day? So it could be anything, but kind of do something that will actually like change your life like moving forward. Don't just spend it watching YouTube.
Right.
Like do something that will actually like improve your life or like make a difference that you can't that you don't normally take the time for in a normal week, normal day, or that you can't do in a normal day because maybe you have children or you have other responsibilities. So that's kind of the point of it. It actually comes from an influencer called, oh man,
Donald J. Trump.
no,
The Art of the Golden Day.
I forget. It's a family.
Finding yourself.
It's I forget who it's from. I'm sure there's some listeners that are screaming and yelling at me. They're popular in like our circles, like our plain circles, especially your sisters and wives will know who it is.
Mennonite or not Mennonite?
No, it's not Mennonite, but they're Christian family. And I can't think of what they're
The
called.
Duggards.
No. But that's kind of how I did my golden day.
Yeah, I feel like stuff sticks more for me. Like if I'm listening to a podcast or something like that. If I'm doing something.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. For me, if I'm doing anything other than like taking notes or kind of like applying it, I do tend to like not be listening to the content anymore. Like if I'm driving, I can listen to it, but if I would be like changing oil in my car, or re-shingling my house or things like that I wouldn't ever do, I would not be able to listen to an audiobook or podcast. But I know some people are different, and some people definitely could.
Some people are just wired different. Something we can talk about at some point. I just listened to a podcast episode that we can talk about at some point. Not today, but it's about Starbucks, and it's just crazy. The founding of Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Just wow.
Okay. Well, did you think of anything you wanted to plug, Jameson?
What podcast do you listen to, Jameson? Or sorry, Jamie.
It's okay.
JB.
No offense taken. I'm not known as JB.
Well,
You are now.
you are now. Surprise! It's your golden day.
Shoot. Do you listen to podcasts when you work?
Yeah, occasionally.
Eric lets you do that. I'm not to talk to him about that. That sounds like a liability.
That's right.
Oh boy.
Did you have any more to say about your conversation with Carrie or lack thereof?
It's still in the works.
So it's on your someday maybe list.
Yeah, it's in the planning stages.
Does she want to have one or not?
Yes, she does.
She probably wants one like right now.
I mean, yeah.
Are you gonna let that happen, or you can say no?
I'm not. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I'm not exactly sure. We are in the throes. Like I don't know if I can
Handle
if I am able to actually.
handle your children.
No, I can handle 3 of them, but the
the
fourth
youngest
one
one.
is only a month old and still breastfeeding.
Oh,
I don't think that it's possible for me to actually relieve her of all 4 children for a whole day.
Okay, but since your youngest one is only a month old,
Yeah.
mostly they just sleep, right?
Correct.
So she could take that one with her.
I don't think that she'd
A 1-2. Like she wants
count
to,
it.
she
as
wants
a
She
golden
called it a
day.
silver day,
she wants it like completely no kids.
It's like
a brass day.
bronze, maybe.
Well, that's better than no day.
It's true.
I mean, a typical day is just a typical day, you know.
I basically gave her a bronze night the other night when I took the 2 oldest boys. We slept in the tent, in the backyard, Sunday night.
Wasn't it cold?
It was. I woke up 2 in the morning.
And there was no mice this time cuddling with your kids.
Not that we know of,
Okay,
but oh, man.
Did
Yeah,
you
it
go
was brutal.
inside?
I went inside
you
and
let
got,
your kids out there?
No, I went inside and I got a few more layers of clothes on and 2 more blankets. Man, I was cold.
You know, you
did
could have
not
waited
sleep
like a
well.
week. 'Cause I think next Wednesday is like supposed to be like 87, the highest.
Is it?
Supposedly, I think next Wednesday.
But it's not a holiday next week.
That's right.
Well, no, but you could still. I mean,
No, Nicholas, he's right. It's not a holiday. Come on. You can't camp in the backyard on a non-holiday weekend.
What about you, Nicholas? Are you planning on asking Cassie?
we've discussed it like very, very lightly. Back when I think was the first time you mentioned Carmen having her golden day, and she said that she would like to have one, and then that was pretty much it. So, but I often on Saturdays or whatever, if I go and do something, I take both boys with me, and then she stays at home and does whatever she. Normally, it's making food or something like that, so it's not really a golden day because she still has to do something at home, like clean or something. Mm-hmm. But I relieve her of her children.
Duties.
Yeah.
But,
Good.
But yeah. So Jamie, what podcast do you listen to?
Right now, I'm just looking at some of my most recent ones. Kind of a rotation of. You've heard of Mike Winger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike Winger, Cultish.
I wouldn't recommend that one.
You wouldn't.
I've never listened to it.
I've heard of it, but I have not listened to it either.
You should check it out. Some outdoor podcasts. Bear Grease is one.
Bear Grease.
Stick
Bear
Boys
Grease.
is like a traditional archery hunting podcast.
Oh.
Bear Grease, it might be worth checking out. I don't know if that'd be something you'd be into or not, but he does like some documentaries or like basically like forgotten like types of things like people like culture or like yeah, it's interesting.
Jamie,
Do you?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, do you listen most or like your media digestion? Are you normally like just listening to the audio, or would you like if there's a video version of those podcasts? Do you tend to like watch the video?
Usually just audio.
Okay.
I usually listen to podcasts when I'm doing something like working outside or
And the reason I ask is because like we've got this on video, unless it freezes and gets corrupt like last time.
Yep.
oh, right on.
But because I've tended,
Sounds about right.
I've tended to. I used to just listen to podcasts, hardly on YouTube at all. But as these podcasts have started offering you either like a video, whatever, if it's on YouTube or wherever, I actually tend to like watch it. And I'm not actively watching it, but I might still mostly listen to it. But I tend to use the video version versus just the audio version. So I was just kind of curious if you're still like primarily just the audio is what you prefer and what you want.
Yeah, I mean usually the audio. I mean because normally, like I said, when I'm listening to a podcast, it's when I'm
Doing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. What was your question?
Well, I was gonna say, Jamie, you're a hunter, and you're pretty good at it. So I've heard. Anywho, would you?
I get lucky occasionally.
Well, exactly. See, I don't have that luck, and so would you be willing to guide a hunt for me on parents' land? And could you guarantee that I could kill something?
100%. The key is confidence. Your confidence, nothing else matters.
That's
The-
funny.
The deer can smell lack
Weakness?
of confidence.
They can smell.
They can smell it, and
Yeah.
it deters them.
The problem, I can get deer close to me. It's me trying to shoot is the problem.
Do you have buck fever? Like a bad case of it?
See, the problem is I've never really got to that point. I'm just kidding. No, I do have buck fever, but it's like I would say I got I got decent buck fever. For sure.
Do you start shaking when you see a deer coming?
Yeah, for sure. Some people
Do you have
get
some?
like,
Do you have some tips for that? How to tame down the buck fever?
I haven't figured that one out. Usually, I mean, it's the worst for me for like the first of the season when you first, like the first few deer.
yeah.
I thought maybe Nicholas could go to like a petting zoo where they have deer.
That live deer.
And get more used to deer.
Oh.
It could be therapeutic.
Shoot.
That is a crazy one though, because you can like, you see a deer out in the field out of season, you don't like,
I know. Nothing happens.
or like a turkey, like you see it any time of the year other than like turkey season. You're like, oh, there's a turkey.
Yeah,
You know?
but I mean, like when you see it out of season, you're like, you know that you don't have to act upon it.
Yeah,
So there's no pressure. But like when you're in that window of open season, it's like, man, it's like this might be your one chance. This is it. You have to nail it.
So maybe to get better at buck fever, I should pretend that I have open season year round.
Yeah.
And hunt the deer constantly.
Always carry your
Always,
bow with
yeah,
you.
and like pretend that I'm going to shoot
Always
it.
keep your camo
it
on.
sounds like a good way to get your vehicle and gear taken away.
Yeah, no kidding.
You just don't actually pull the trigger.
Yeah, well,
You don't
yeah.
let the arrow fly.
Just
worst-
pull back.
I'm just guys, don't worry. I'm just
I'm just
drawing.
practicing.
I'm just drawing.
Get some orange tips on your arrows.
Yeah.
The worst part of buck fever for me is like right at the point where you're getting ready to step off the edge of your stand and then like land on the deer. Like that's where it gets
Yeah.
me.
I don't understand. What just happened?
Uh-oh. Someone's here.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure who.
So the point
But,
is,
well, hold on. Jamie just said something that was very bizarre. I don't want to lose where we were at with
well,
that.
it's already been lost.
I think he was just joking. I hope. Do you actually
Have you ever
hunt
jumped
that?
on a deer?
He like pounced on it. Do
a
you
good
do
way
like
to
a
get-
Bowie knife like pinched in between your teeth, like
That's about what it looks like.
and you have like a war cry.
I wear a ghillie suit.
What is your war cry? What's the sound that you make?
Jumping out of a tree.
It sounds like a real Doppler effect. Very good. Very good.
But no, I cannot 100% guarantee you success, Nick.
Jamie. Well, okay. That's fine, I guess.
So when is this gonna happen?
What?
Like you have to arrange this.
Well, deer season isn't for another like 3-4 months.
Yeah, but you need to practice.
Well, I guess. So
Like you need to introduce Jamie to your woods and like let him study the layout of the land. Like he has to know where all your salt licks
Do
are
you-
located.
Do you like shoot your bow a few months before season, like get comfortable with it?
I used to, but last year I literally got it out of the safe like the day before.
Well, that's your downfall.
I
That's
know.
part of your problem.
I know it is. I know it is.
The bow can
Change.
can feel like when you twang it and you're practicing with it, I feel like it gets used to the vibration and the
Have you
action
ever-
that happens.
When you're practicing, do you ever like find yourself like dropping into the target? Like how when you shoot, do you like are you in control of your shot? Like have you ever heard of target panic?
Yes, 100%. Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I do have that sometimes. I am trying to learn how to shoot better, and like repetition, but it's not like I don't take it very seriously.
That's your problem,
I know.
man.
It's just you also shoot traditional bow.
Yeah.
I shoot compound bow, so it's a little different.
I did shoot
I shoot air bow.
out west this year. I did shoot a mule deer
Just
and
did it
an
again.
elk, but I did it with my compound. So
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Do you go hunting like often though, like out of state?
We've the last few years we've done it every other year. We've gone out west.
Really? Is it hard to get tags? Is it over the counter?
No, it wasn't over the counter tags. We had to draw.
Oh, okay.
But there was an outfitter we went through out there.
Oh,
We had to draw. I mean, we didn't buy tags from the outfitter.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, you gotcha.
Yeah.
So wait, if you wouldn't have gotten drawn, would you still have had to pay the outfitter?
No.
So you made sure that you actually had your tags.
So I mean, we scheduled it ahead of time with him and made sure we had our slot taken.
Mm-hmm.
But if we wouldn't have been drawn, we wouldn't have paid the outfit. I mean,
Oh, okay.
You just wouldn't have gone whatsoever.
yeah.
How do you guys all get drawn then? Or was some that didn't draw?
So the first year we probably got a little bit luck. We applied as a group and got drawn, but we did draw for archery, which is easier to get drawn for than
gun.
muzzleloader or rifle.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is the was it like a guarantee, like you get one at the outfitter, or was it like
oh no,
like
And
pretty
there's
low
no-
chances?
No. I mean, it's the area we're in. There's quite. I mean, there's elk there, but it's not. I mean, there's no way
See you
of
later.
guaranteeing that you're gonna get anything.
Yeah. I kind of need to go too.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Yeah, thanks, Jameson or Jamie, for coming on the podcast, sharing your story. It is super interesting, and it's just crazy. Yeah, to think about a note on your front door. Yeah, and find out that your house anyway, is YouTube famous. So, was there anything you had thought about that you wanted to like plug or promote?
No, I guess not really. I kind of forgot to think about that. So that's fine.
Okay, well, this is for Nicholas and I, what is the point? And for audio listeners, Leighton, he had to leave real quick here. So he's not on the audio, or not on the podcast at this point. So what is the point?
the point is, make sure your house isn't haunted before you buy it. Point number one.
Sorry, I do have one other question. Would you have, if you would have known the history of the house, would that have kept you from buying it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was just curious, like, yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of that before, but probably not.
Yeah. Sorry, Nicholas, what was your point number one?
Make sure your house isn't haunted before you buy it.
Yeah.
But I guess in his case, he'd still buy it. So
Point number two. If you're going to go hiking and want coffee, maybe you can try no normal coffee.
coffee and paste. Point number three. If you want to shoot a deer, contact Jamie.
I know there are some other points we could make about the whole thing, but yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so Nicholas, what is our word of the week?
Word of the week is haunted.